Hello, wonderful geometry students. There's been a few questions about how to go about this introduction to geometry or trigonometry portion. So I'm at slide 10 of 12, and I've got the table on the left here of this investigation. You'll notice the table was on slide 9 here. So I have it over here to the left. You guys have a copy on your workshop doc. And I just want to kind of show you what I'm looking for when we work through this. So first of all, there's the question of, well, what's the hypotenuse length if I'm trying to figure these out? So the hypotenuse length of all of these triangles that we're doing actually is 5. So 5 units. We don't have a measurement, so we're just going to say 5 units. So let's just kind of jump to the middle here, and I'll kind of show you an example of how to fill in 30 degrees here. So if I make my angle measure 30 degrees, you'll notice that we get this triangle over here. Beautiful. So let's make this a little bit bigger. And now I've got these measurements over here, 4.33, 2.5. So that's this coordinate right here. And what that represents is my x distance is 4.33 units. It's the blue. And 2.5, which is my y. It's the green. So I can come over here, and I'm going to color coordinate this because that's how my brain works. So let's go blue. I guess this is bothering me, the shading. Okay. So blue being my x. So blue being my x. So if I'm at 30 degrees, my blue is 4.33. And green being my y, which is 2.5. Okay, so now I've got the length of my long leg, blue, short leg, green, and hypotenuse, red. So I can figure out what the specific trigonometric ratios are. So if you watch those intro videos, you'll notice that sine is the opposite length divided by the hypotenuse. So if my measurement is 30 degrees, my opposite length here is this green. So 2.5, and it's over my hypotenuse length, which is 5. And then if I calculate that, I'm hoping that you can do this in your head, but just for the sake, I'm going to take 2.5 and divide it by 5. I get 0.5, or 1/2. So let's just write 0.5. Okay, so opposite over hypotenuse, 0.5. All right, now let's go, let's just keep this up. So now I'm looking for the adjacent length, and adjacent means next to, touching. So I've got my 30 degrees right here, and I've got this adjacent length right here. Adjacent meaning touching. So 4.33 divided by my hypotenuse, which is 5. So we're going to get a decimal for this. 4.33 divided by 5. So we're going to get something that looks like 0.866. And this number won't mean much to us now, but it will in the future. So 0.866. Okay. And I'm actually gonna, as we're watching this, I'm gonna, I'll just fill this in with 0.866 right here and 0.5 right there, because I'm running out of space. 0.5, 0.866. Okay, and now for my tangent, tangent is opposite, so my opposite, my green, over my blue, adjacent. So green being 2.5 and blue being 4.33. So let's go back here and find what that gives us. 2.5 divided by 4.33. We get 0.577. So 0.577. All right, and so that's how I want you to fill out this table. So I want you to figure out the rest of these values all the way down, and then you're going to look at the patterns of those. So email me if you have questions. Thanks.